Hey guys, it's Cobra, and before I actually start the video, I just want to say a couple things. First off, this is a room tour video. I'm going to be doing a tour of, not my actual room, but the room, well, if you want to call it a room, I guess, the room in which I keep my collection in, primarily. First off, what really got me to do this is I saw a Atari 2600 fan. He did a room tour video and it was pretty cool. I've only seen the first part. I don't know if the second part's up or not yet. But if you haven't seen his video, go check it out. If you haven't seen his channel, go check it out. I know a television dude just did a recommendation of it too. Excuse me. So, anyways, something else you might be noticed. I'm actually wearing a hat, which doesn't seem out of place much either. But I wear a lot of hats during warmer temperatures, and it is actually getting warmer out. It was almost 50 degrees today, and it's February in Michigan, and that's pretty rare. The snow's melting, and golf season's coming up. I'm super pumped about that because I'm an avid golfer, of course. And actually, this hat is a Cobra hat, which is actually where I got my name. I won't go into a lot of detail, but Cobra and DVS, Cobra DVS is from golf, basically. A lot of my names have to do with Cobra. I don't know. It's kind of stupid, but it's all I could think of at the time, and it stuck. So anyways, guys, I'm going to do a room tour video. It probably shouldn't be too long, but, it should show off my stuff. So, let's get started. Alright, guys, here we are. This is my game collection room. Here are my posters. You've seen these in videos I've done. First off, here is Army of Darkness, my favorite movie of all time. Here is Predator 2, another favorite of mine. Here's a Genesis poster. It's some early Genesis poster. Here's a Halo 3, another favorite game of mine. Over here is a Nintendo Power. Well, this stupid monkey thing's in the way, but it's a Nintendo Power magazine. Here's a Nintendo Entertainment System thing that shows like all the black boxed games, so that's cool. There's a poster for the movie Gulliver's Travels. They were giving it away at the movie theater, so I took one. So for posters, that's all that's there. This is sort of a golf trophy wall. Not really a lot of golf. This is some stupid thing I made when I was a kid. These are just random golf balls. This is actually a golf ball I got my hole-in-one with. Not gaming related, but it's there. This is something new. Just got this at a thrift store. Alien vs. Predator. Huge AVP fan. Stupid cash box. Alright, well, let's get into the games, because that's some boring stuff there. Alright, here are my Sega CD games. All the ones that I have that are legit. I do have some burned games that I wanted to try out, so I got, but I don't have a lot of games. The ones I do have are all pretty good. There's not one that I don't really like, but that's those games. Here are my 32X games. Here are my boxed games. These are all my boxed Super Nintendo games. These are my NES boxed games. These are some of my 64 games. And then there are my two loose 32X games. Alright, down here is where I keep my loose NES carts and Super Nintendo carts. There's actually some more, but I'll show those later. Also here are my complete, or not complete necessarily, but boxed Genesis and Master System games. And here are the loose cartridges. I have a lot of these. In fact, this isn't even all of them, but it's all I could fit basically here. I'm not going to go into detail because this isn't really a collection video, but it is a room video. Here are the rest of my loose Super Nintendo cartridges. These are the ones... What the hell is this doing in here? Anyways, these are the ones that aren't really ones that I feel are worthy of being showed off. But they're in the drawer. Next vid, these are my DS games. This is a Sega decal sticker. I put one of these on my laptop, actually. This is a Super Mario 3 movie and Sonic the Hedgehog movie. There's just some CDs, a lot of Kiss CDs in here, Doom, stuff like that. And these are also, this is a Sega CD game. These are some burn ones that I got. I'm not big into like burning games, but if I do want to try a game out that I'm not sure about, I will do that. This is a box or a drawer rather, full of controllers. Well, it's not a very good drawer, but nonetheless. Here's my NES Max. It looks a little disorganized, but it's actually more organized than it looks. My Master System controller, stuff like that. These are really cool. I love these things. This is where I keep my best Super Nintendo games. My more expensive ones, or more collectible ones, whatever. This is where I keep my 2 best Sega Genesis games, Mutant League Hockey and football. And I actually got this Mutant League Hockey to work. It wasn't working, but I did get it to work. And then there's Contra Hardcores in there. These are all my N64 games that are drawer-worthy, as I like to say. Here's some more NES games that go in this little crate. Not necessarily the best games, or anything like that, but they're just ones I decided to put on in. And then the top drawer is pretty cool. Let me get a more top-down view, but it holds the light gun, and 2 controllers. This is the one I painted, but I don't really like that much anymore. I'm gonna have to get a new one. And here's the actual one. Then here's my Atari book. It's not really a book, but it's that game holder. That's kind of cool. I like it. Alright, so back up here. This is a Nintendo carrying case. A few games in here. Here's some unlicensed ones. What is this? Galactic Crusader. Stuff like that. Okay, here's some teddy bears. Beanie Babies, really. That's all they are. Here's some Mexican money. Move that over here. Okay, and here's another NES case. These are more of my NES games that I like, or more collectible kind of. Mega Man 2, 3, Donkey Kong, Contra 1 and 2, Battletoads, Mario 2, Miss Pac-Man, and Castlevania 1 and 3. Plus some manuals in there. So let's go down here before we get into the good stuff. This is just random stuff that either doesn't work, or I just wanted to throw away to save room. Here's the box of stuff that does work and I'm not using. Here's my CDX in here. You'll see why that's in here in a minute. My Master System's now hooked up. My Sega Genesis Gen Mobile. My top loader, Game Gear, 64. They're all in there. Alright, so let's get into the good. Oh, well, before that, here are all my my gaming magazines. These are all Game Informers. Got a few Nintendo Powers. Golf Digest is in there. You know, the works. What are these? Golf World. You know, whatever catches my eye. There's a Halo 3, or a Halo strategy guide. Quake 3 strategy guide. Board games, boring. Anyways, up here, guys, this is what I like about my collection. These are my boxed things. These are things I strive to get. Here's my boxed NES, my boxed Model 1 Genesis, my Dreamcast box. My Dreamcast is actually out, so that's why there's no game in there. There's my boxed Super Scope, and behind this is something new that I didn't do a video on because it's not really that cool, but it's called the Interactor. It's just one of those failed experiments. Behind the NES is my Odyssey 2 boxed. Pretty happy to have that. There's my 32X box up there. Put my Genesis box packed. Behind the Dreamcast is my Model 2 box, and I'm actually after a Model 2 right now. I've had one in the past but got rid of it, but I would like to have a Model 2 boxed as well. And then up there is my Game Boy and Mario Paint, both complete with everything in them. This is my ColecoVision box. That's where the ColecoVision is. Here's where my Intellivision and Atari 2600 go. And here are my Intellivision games and Atari 2600 games. Do a quick peek in there, I suppose. There's Diner. That's a new one. Alright, I don't have a lot, but I have some decent stuff. Where am I? Oh, it's in my Atari. Oh, let's move on. I actually have a TV in here. There's a TV, and up onto it I have my 32X and Model 1 Genesis with Sonic the Hedgehog on it. Here's my Atari 2600. Works fine. Pretty happy with that. And that's it for this room. Unless you want to see this, which I don't see why you would, but these are all my golf shirts and stuff like that. Sweatshirts, but mainly golf stuff. Alright, so let's go out to stuff that I actually use. Here's my TV. It's flat screen. I have this for all of my RCA or AV cords and stuff. So here's my Dreamcast all set up. Very happy with that. Here's my black Super Nintendo. Here's my Xbox, and here's my custom Wii with the NES decal skin on it. It's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with it, I guess. And here are all my more... Oh, that's not good. Here are all my more current games, stuff like that. Some Wii stuff, my Dreamcast games, and all the controllers that are needed. Hey guys, it's Cobra, and before I actually start the video, I just want to say a couple things. First off, this is a room tour video. I'm going to be doing a tour of, not my actual room, but the room, well, if you want to call it a room, I guess, the room in which I keep my collection in, primarily. First off, what you might be noticed, I'm actually wearing a hat, which doesn't seem out of place much either, but I wear a lot of hats during warmer temperatures, and it is actually getting warmer out. It was almost 50 degrees today, and it's February in Michigan, and that's pretty rare. The snow's melting, and golf season's coming up. I'm super pumped about that because I'm an avid golfer, of course. And actually, this hat is a Cobra hat, which is actually where I got my name. I won't go into a lot of detail, but Cobra and DVS, Cobra DVS is from golf, basically. A lot of my names have to do with Cobra. I don't know. It's kind of stupid, but it's all I could think of at the time, and it stuck. So anyways, guys, I'm going to do a room tour video. It probably shouldn't be too long, but, you know, it should show off my stuff. So, let's get started. Alright, guys, here we are. This is my game collection room. Here are my posters. You've seen these in videos I've done. First off, here's Army of Darkness, my favorite movie. What really got me to do this is I saw Atari 2600 fan. He did a room tour video, and it was pretty cool. I've only seen the first part. I don't know if the second part's up or not yet. But if you haven't seen his video, go check it out. If you haven't seen his channel, go check it out. I know a television dude just did a recommendation of it, too. Excuse me. So, anyways, something else.